Alright guys, I had no idea this was going to be the ending of the game, so I've recorded this after I've finished the story, so apologies for the weird cut, but I hope you enjoy, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright guys, welcome back to some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, hope you are all alright. So we're just continuing straight on with this main quest, last rites, and it looked like to me some sort of cannonball had hit the castle, because there was a hell of a noise. And now we gotta go and check out what it was. Oh!
See that? The fuckers destroyed my palace. Don't worry. Henry and Sam will bring reinforcements. But the castle will be nothing but rubble by then. Fuck! If it carries on...
Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father! Have you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battle, Sir Hans. With booze.
Get ready! Take cover! Now! Forward! A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Oh my god, you know what this is? This is the first mission. This is the prologue. This is literally, what the fuck? What's that arrow? I've got an arrow stuck in me. This is literally, oh my god, it actually is. This is the bit from the very first mission. This is so nuts. We've waited the entire game to get back to this point. That's unreal. That's actually mint. And then they're going to burst through the gate, because that's what happened. Here they come. Shot. Uh-oh.
Come downstairs. Come here. We can handle it here.
Alright, got it.
Get ready. Godwin. Get over here with that crossbow. Get cover. Don't let them hack their way through.
Move.
Take cover! Shoot! For fuck's sake! This won't stop them! Die! Godwin, draw your sword and follow me, fuckers!
This is class. Shit, ladders, ladders, ladders. Oh!
Knock it down! Come and help me with this bastard!
Enemies too close. There we go.
Ah, you got it!
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, rat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Man makes plans, and God laughs. But I should be home now. Preaching to village crones about Jesus. And boozing in the tavern.
Is that how you speak on the pulpit, too?
Yeah. That's probably why they kicked me off of it.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe God is having a laugh at our expense. But I know of no better fun than this.
You're right. Let's have some fun. While we're still standing.
stinks like a festering wound here.
It's time to heal that wound. Once and for all.
That is why we're here. Isn't it, youngster?
Let's not waste time. We'll end it. Here and now.
Sir Radzig, give the orders.
Hey!
Look at them! The Prague lords who bent their knees to Sigismund. And even after he fled our country, they carried on plundering our lands! Invading! Killing! Raping! Spilling the blood of their fellow countrymen for a foreign usurper! Should they get away with it? Traitor! Your conspiracy! The time has come to put a stop to them forever! To sweep them off our land! Fight them! Hunt that rabble back to Prague in the name of King Wenceslas!
Bastards. It's on. I'm feeling much stronger in combat. Oh, I'm encumbered. Why do I feel so much stronger?
Henry, come with me. We'll climb up and raise the portcullis.
All right. Can I use it? What?
Come on, you're next.
Go on then, Lamprecht von Prague.
In God's name!
Come on then, big shot.
The portcullis is up. Now we'll finish off the rest in the courtyard.
Shit! I was not expecting that, jeez. What was it? Grabbed him? I'm gonna bleed out.
Come on then.
Oh my god, I've took his weapon off him. I've disarmed him. What? I literally disarmed him. Oh, well, I'm in combat. I'm fine. We're all good here. Shock. What? You alright there, Mush? I mean, I'm not complaining about that at all. He wants to stand there and keep getting hit with my sword. Champion.
That won't work for me. Back him on the head. Are you? He's handed me fucking
What? What? I'm not gonna lie, I do think it's hilarious that you can start bleeding in this game, but then you can't heal in combat, so it's essentially a death sentence. Like, if you're bleeding out, you're basically screwed. And I have made myself drunk.
Henry. You lot took your sweet time.
Ah, you know our Henry. No doubt stopped off along the way for a beer and some grub.
As it happens.
I'll do that.
Nice work, youngster.
Welcome back, Henry.
Well, did I come at a bad time?
Well, we're just starting to be fun.
when you lot turn up and scatter them. But
If you got any more like this, well, let's have them.
Delivering that letter turned out to be a bit bothersome, eh?
I'm glad you're still in one piece, Hans.
Likewise.
Good God, what carnage! Sir Peter, praise the Lord you're alive.
You have no idea how pleased I am to see you, Hanush.
You can celebrate. The Pragas are fleeing for their lives.
There's nothing to celebrate. The fortress is so badly damaged, my grandchildren will still be repairing it. I hope you'll contribute some of that accursed silver of yours at least.
Everyone who fought on our side deserves a reward. We put you in an unenviable bind, Sir Peter. I'm extremely grateful for the way you behaved. That goes for all of you. You showed great courage and determination. I'm proud to have been your commander in this uneven fight. And to you, Sir Hanush, I say thank you for saving us in the nick of time.
You have nothing to thank anyone for. You're the heroes here. You withstood the attack of the enemy, who outnumbered you in arms and numbers. You didn't give up under any circumstances. Not even hunger broke you. But talking of hunger, we have food enough for everyone. It's time to feast and celebrate.
Thank you for these gifts, sir. And you, Henry, risked your life to rescue us. That's what I call heroism.
Well, it wasn't just me. Samuel was the first to volunteer. Actually, where is Sam? I had to leave without him. I'm sure he made it out of the camp. So, where is he?
Henry, I'm sorry.
What happened?
They hanged him beneath the walls. There was nothing we could do for him.
may the Lord have mercy on his soul.
God, I thought... I hope that...
It's not your fault, Henry.
What do you mean, not my fault? I should never have left without him. I should have gone back for him.
Henry.
He was my brother. All that was left of my family. This shouldn't have happened.
I've lost more good men in this last month than in my whole life. And there's nothing anyone can do about it.
That's war. Oh, you should know that better than anyone, Henry.
What's done can't be undone. You'll have to live with it. We all will.
We should take care of him. We can't leave him there at the mercy of the ravens.
Aye. We have to take care of him. But we must take his faith into account.
I'll go and pray for him our way. That's all I know.
Will you drink to his honor with us, Lord Hanush?
I'd like to, but I can't. I have to set off back to Rattay today. I actually only came to give you my greetings. And my farewells.
You really can't stay. Some rooms are still in good condition. I'd be glad to honor you with what I can.
I'm afraid not, Sir Peter. Some other time, maybe. I've been away from home too long, and I'm needed there. But before I go, I need to speak to the young lord here. Alone.
Talk to me? What about?
You most likely don't even realize how much your situation has changed. And how your importance has grown.
My importance? How do you mean?
Patience. All in good time. And I need a word with you as well, Henry.
With me?
Yes. It's about Hans. But first you have to take care of your brother, I understand. He clearly meant a lot to you. To all of you. It's true I never met him. But I'll have a requiem mass said for him at home.
Sir, I'm not sure he'd appreciate that.
Why not?
I'll tell you later. It's a bit complicated.
All right. Henry, come and see us by the horses in front of the gate when you've done what you need to do. But wait until after I've had my private chat with Hans. Not everything we have to discuss is for your ears. Go with God, friends. I hope we'll meet again.
Farewell, Hanush. God be with you.
Follow me, Hans.
Enough saying about Samuel.
Henry, we have to talk.
You were
A Jewish burial has special rites.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm absolutely devastated about Sam.
I should take care of Sam's body. I can't just leave him there at the mercy of the ravens.
I understand that. But there's a problem. As you probably know, Jews have their own burial rites. And they're different from our Christian ones. Do you know what to do?
Of course I know what to do. For Jews, the custom is to lay the dead body on the ground, cover it with a shroud, and light a candle by the head. The washing of the body and other steps before the burial have to be done by Jews. So we should take Samuel to Colleen as soon as possible, so the rabbi can take care of it.
I'm constantly amazed how much you learned in such a short time. Go and take care of him the way he'd have wished. We'll take him on a wagon to his relatives in Colleen as soon as we can.
You'll come with me?
Why not? I've never been to Colleen, and I'm in no hurry to get back to Ujits.
I really like Godwin.
Well, at least the rest of you came through the battle alive.
It was a close shave. They brought a trebuchet and rained down one shot after another. They smashed the tower and the gate to pieces. We might have managed to hold the gate a while longer, but we'd have died of hunger sooner or later. There was nothing left to eat, but I'm glad those Prague fuckers didn't take our silver from the Italian court.
They shot at you from a trebuchet?
It's a match for the finger of God, I can tell you. Once they've got it aimed, it hits the same spot time and time again. It knocks down walls just like a bombard. Twice a year is quite enough for an experience like that.
Did you save the silver?
Aye. You came in the nick of time. Their path to it was clear. There was nothing stopping them. I hope it'll be put to good use. And I hope they'll remember us when they're distributing it. I don't have anywhere to live, so some coin will come in handy.
Maybe after all that, Hannah shall put in a word and you'll get your parish back.
I'd have to want it back. No. I don't want to spend another moment listening to old women's confessions.
What the hell did you eat? The food had already run out when I went to get reinforcements.
The men cut up leather belts and tried to cook them. It wasn't any good, and there wasn't enough of it. Janos Uher cooked something up out of ash, weeds, and sawdust. That didn't go down well either. Then we were all so hungry that the rumbling stomachs kept us all awake. And then came the worst bit of all.
Oh. Did it look like a sausage?
No. We ate the only part of our gear you don't need in battle. Stinking braise.
Yeah.
I bet you didn't expect you'd have to brush off your fighting skills because of us, did you?
That's true. I thought I'd find you in a tavern with some girls. Give you both a clip around the ear and drag you back home. And instead, this. But we survived. Praise be to God.
And thanks to you.
Come now. At least I had some excitement in my old age and saw home again. But I hope you won't give me any more trouble, and I can devote myself to drinking and other enjoyable pastimes.
What will you do now that it's all over?
First, I'll help you sort out Sam's burial. Then we'll see what the Lord has in store for us. It seems we've still got a fair bit of silver, and we should put that to good use. And maybe I'll spend some more time at the Devil's Den, if there's room for me. I quite like it around these parts.
No, Godwin, I tell you what you'll do now. Have a wash.
Well, maybe they'll be looking for a parish priest somewhere.
Forget it. I've had it with giving sermons with a hangover.
What's the proper rite?
You have to lay the dead body on the ground, cover it with a shroud, and light a candle by the head. We'll take care of the rest later.
Aye, the skill check told us that.
Take care then, Godwin.
God be with you, Henry.
Alright. Oh, poor Sam. Oh, his body's... It's actually weird going out of here. Because obviously it was surrounded all that time. I don't want to see Sam's body. Oh God, is this him here? Oh, what an awful sight.
God, I shouldn't have left you, Sam. I won't leave you here like this. I'll prepare the burial your
Lord,
faith demands.
You want everyone to be saved. Open your merciful arms to our deceased relatives, friends, and benefactors. May they enjoy eternal bliss in the company of the Holy Virgin and all the saints. Through Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
I don't know any Hebrew prayers. And I don't want to insult your faith. I'll pray as best as I know how. Lord Almighty, our Father in heaven, grant peace to my deceased brother Samuel. He had a different faith, but he deserves your mercy. I didn't have time to get to know him as well as I'd like.
Oh Lord, you
He was
are
a
the
good man.
creator and giver of life.
Didn't deserve to
We
die,
thank
even though
you
you've
for
called
all
him to
life
you.
and the lives
Don't let him
of
suffer
all
too long in purgatory,
We
and don't let his
entrust
memory ever die. To you and all the saints, I swear,
into your loving arms.
I'll never forget
Show them
him.
mercy
Amen.
and forgive.
Well said, Henry.
Reward them generously.
We'll take you to Colleen, and there you'll have a proper funeral. Farewell, Sam. Catherine, you alright?
I'm all right. Oh, thank God you came back safe and sound. And you didn't come alone and brought our salvation. Of course. But I see you picked up a knock or two. Let me take a look. There. It should be all right now.
You've got hands of gold. Thank you. Well, the last few days here in the fortress must have been awful. How did you get through them?
The same as everyone else, I suppose. I just try to stay alive. Aye, we got hungrier and hungrier. But you forget about that after a while. You even get kind of used to seeing death at every step. The worst thing was the feeling of powerlessness. I'm used to being in control.
I killed Brabant.
Good.
Good?
It's good he paid for what he did. It's good he can't harm anyone again. But I'm sad for every horrible deed we do to put right other horrible deeds. It's wrong. Even so, I think there was no other option.
You're right. You have no idea how right you are. I wanted to tell you that, you're one of the bravest women I ever met.
Oh, come now.
No, it's true. After all you've been through, never complained, and everything you've done for us, we couldn't have done it without you. I wouldn't be able to do it. Thank you, and I hope you'll get to know peace now. You deserve it.
What's come over you? Nobody ever said anything like that to me.
They should have, though.
Thank you. What did you mean, one of the bravest? Who else did you have in mind?
Someone from back home. I think you'd like her. I'll tell you about her one day.
His mum as well, maybe.
What's your plan now?
Now? The simple things in life. A long bath, a good meal, brush my hair.
I need all that as well. I was talking about the future.
I'll stay with Zizka. He's all I've got. I'll go where he goes.
I have to go and see Hanush now.
So I heard. Farewell for now, Henry.
Right, Hanush. Once we finish talking with Hans. So peaceful, this area now, after everything that's gone on. Oh, yeah.
Henry!
I did the best I could for my brother.
It is done. May the earth rest lightly on him. Or whatever the Jews say.
Rest in peace, Sam.
So now, to the reason I wanted to talk to you. As you no doubt know, there's a big change in store for Hans. He's getting married.
He has to get married.
Has to, wants to, it doesn't matter. He's going to. As you can see, he's none too pleased.
I'm not really surprised. If he can't choose his wife.
Exactly.
Henry, I realize you're not familiar with the business of arranged marriages among the nobility. So don't poke your nose in. Nobody's forcing you into one. It's clear that if it were up to him, he'd keep putting off the wedding in the hope I'd change my mind. But I won't. I've given my word to Lord Botsek of Kunstadt, and I don't break my word. So your job, Henry, when the time comes, is to make sure the wedding actually takes place. And if our young lord refuses, you have my permission to drag him kicking and screaming to the altar if need be. After all, who else should take care of him other than the young lord's squire, eh?
Well, if he doesn't want to get married, you can't force him to, can you?
What I can and can't do is none of your business, Henry. Is that clear?
Of course.
Excellent. Agreed.
And when is it supposed to happen?
You'll find out in good time. In the meantime, stay in these parts till Botsek and I arrange all the details with Heraut.
I thought we were going back to Rasai.
We'd just be losing time. I'll give you coin so you can find decent quarters and have enough to live on. Radzig also agrees you'll stay with Capon as his right-hand man.
All right. Where is my father, in fact?
Somewhere in the fields outside the village. He took his unit to rout the last of the Pragas. They should be back around now, I reckon. You could go to meet him. He'll definitely be pleased to see you. He'll want to hear how you fared today. And he won't be disappointed if you ask me. Go with God, then. And don't forget what we said.
Safe journey, Hanush. And send my regards to Bernard.
I'll just jump on a horse. Oh, you're joking us, right? Never mind, we're walking it. Oh.
When's the last time I ate something?
Von Owlitz will still be in there. Dead on the rug. I wonder if we can go back in. Well, that raises questions. Where the hell's Von Owlitz's body?
The story has ended. So, are you happy now?
I'm happy. Victory is ours.
But at what price?
War is a dirty business. No one has the power to change that. I didn't understand that before. But I do now.
I know that feeling. I tried to tell you about it. But I reckon there are some things you've got to figure out for yourself.
For instance, revenge.
And that treacherous bastard Toth deserved to die.
So you gave him death. A merciless and cruel death.
Maybe you overdid the cruelty. But I'm a little afraid that revenge might have become the only thing you care about. Brabant and Owlet deserve to be punished, but death darkens the mind.
He chose his path. We can't reproach him for that.
But sometimes it's better not to play by their rules. Better not to be like them. And turn the other cheek.
The other cheek? They deserved it. I must have sworn 1,000 times never to turn a blind eye to evil, let alone run from it. And that's what guided my actions.
You behaved as your conscience dictated. Nobody can reproach you for that.
You chose a different path than I'd like. But I'm not the one to judge you. I hoped you wouldn't make the same mistakes as me. But I suppose it's the times you live in.
In war, there are times when you only have bad choices and worse ones.
And still you managed to stay clean, Henry. You spared the innocent, even though it would have been easier to sacrifice them.
Malashov, Semin, innocent people shouldn't have to die. I'm glad I found the courage to defy orders.
All right. You avenged an evil act. But you behaved like a bandit. Plundering and robbing poor wretches. Oh, my son.
Sorry. It would never have happened if I wasn't in such a bind. I'll pray for God's forgiveness.
I suppose you're right. On the scales of good and evil, maybe the good you did outweighs the evil.
You should hope the Almighty will understand. And give you a chance to make amends.
Nothing's black and white. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions in life. And God alone can judge whether you made the right ones. But in the end, you did it. You're a hero. You saved your friends. Capon, Rosa, the Jews, the whole of Sugdol. Only you weren't able to save Samuel.
I'm sorry. I had to decide whether to risk many lives to save one. There was no other way.
I understand. But it hurts. You've no idea how much.
Why didn't you tell me about Samuel?
Because I didn't know. I just had an inkling. They took Sarah away on account of me, and I had no idea where to look for her.
You can be proud of him.
It seems this chapter of your life is over. You're a grown man now. What's he going to do?
You know what? This is crazy because it's like a recap of the entire story. Like the choices we made and the things that we did. It's so well done. This is like unreal.
You were right, Patman. This life isn't for me. I'll settle down. Maybe start a family of my own. I've had enough adventure to last a lifetime. Besides, someone's got to rebuild Skalitz.
What? You want to go back home? And do you want to live alone?
Well, I'd like to win Rosa's hand.
My, aiming high, son.
Why shouldn't he? He's got blue blood too.
She's a remarkable girl. I hope it works out for you.
Well, whichever way your path leads, take my advice. Watch out for that Eric. I don't think he's going to forget you anytime soon.
Don't worry. I won't forget him either.
Well, it's time to say goodbye.
God, that's right. Eric's still out there.
Farewell, Henry.
God go with you, son. I have a feeling you've got a lot ahead of you.
Will I ever see you again?
Who knows?
We've had so little time for each other.
Good luck. You'll need it.
That was beautiful, that.
So, this time it seems it really is the end.
Father.
You did it. You got them. Toth, Van Owlitz. Even that damned scavenging ginger fox is gone. Your mother and Martin would surely be proud of you.
Perhaps. In a way.
Of course they would. You avenged them. You prevented a war. You saved a lot of people, and after all that, you're still in one piece. That's not a bad performance for an ordinary bastard. You even succeeded in getting that adventurous sword of ours back.
Your sword.
It all started with this. Martin truly was a brilliant blacksmith. It sings so nicely. But it's not singing for me. It's yours, son.
It's yours.
As you wish.
So what happens now?
Now? Now we get on with life. Do you remember what I told you before? That there are some things in the world worth living for. Blue skies, warm sunshine, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls, good wine,
good people, and a fine steed underneath your backside.
Enjoy it while you can. I can assure you nothing lasts forever. And if you're missing the excitement now, which I'm sure you are, you can be certain that it will find us itself someday. I believe that there are still interesting times ahead of us. By the way, that buxom lass that you were with?
Well, Catherine? Oh, come on. She's old enough to be my mother.
So what? I think you could do with a bit of mothering. Besides, a well-built lass like that, she'll see through the hardest of times.
Wow. I didn't even know that was going to be the ending. Right, let's just see. Have we got anything?
No. Telling you, Dry Devil is a hell of a marksman. I'd bet my right arm that, drunk as he is, he could still hit anything you care to point out. Remember Von Orlitz?
Now, if you really bet your right arm.
In fact, I will go further. Her neck. Your crossbow.
Come in, Ray! I heard about some William fellow who shot an apple off someone's head. Or was it Walter?
At least take that. Okay.
Oh, come on.
Shut up! You're wasted. Never seen you this bad. Come on! Shut up!
This will go down in history.
Ginnick, you fucking moron!
Fuck. Oh my god, he shot his eye out. Audentes fortuna juvat. Nice. Got any more?
What is it?
Sire, I bear news from the Italian court. There's been a robbery.
What?
Apparently Margrave Yob's people, they freed the hostages and stole all the silver and vanished.
All our silver?
All of it, but that's not all, sire. Word has come that Jobst is mustering an army and is planning to go to the aid of Kuttenberg.
Oh, that treacherous little whore. That snake. That fucking turncoat! Get out! What are you still standing there? Spit it out!
Sire, Ladislaus of Naples, he's declared himself King of Hungary and lays claim to your lands. He landed at Zadar with an army.
Anything else?
Well, your Cumans plundered the estates of the House of Wallstein. The widow Anna is demanding compensation.
Compensation? Compensation she wants, that little widow? And how are we supposed to pay that when there's no one even capable of guarding our treasury in the middle of fucking town?
Anything else?
No, sire, that's all, sire.
This fucking country! Fucking Bohemian! Hard-headed, insidious woman! That's the whole fucking truth of them! Rot in their own containers!
We're going back to Hungary. Get packed immediately and give the orders.
Sire, how am I to pay the wages of the Prague troops?
Do you know what happened to our silver from the Italian court?
I do.
Then fucking get it back! Give it to the Pragas for all we care. Do whatever you like with this accursed Czech silver.
But sire, I would need something to...
Alright, you've finished the main story of Kingdom Come, Deliverance II. Suckdol is liberated, and the Wenceslas's forces under the command of Jobst of Luxembourg and Radzig Koblier march to Prague. The pro-Sigismund coalition has fallen apart, and Otto von Bergov's Pragas are negotiating a truce. Together with Zizka's band, you are back in Devil's Den. If you wish, you can return to complete an unfinished side quest and exploring the Kuttenberg and Trotsky regions. Alright. Well, I wasn't expecting that to be the end of the game. Well, there it is. So, Sigismund's gone back to Hungary. Does that mean that that's set up another game? I'm not too sure, because obviously I didn't play the first one, so I've not been following along that well. One thing I do think, though, is this game did a good job of not making you feel like you missed out too much in the first one. I felt like a lot of it was explained, and I did pick up on quite a lot of things that had happened in the first game that I didn't know about. So I will give it credit for that. I don't even know where to start. This game is absolutely unreal. Like, one of the best RPGs I've probably ever played. Like, the amount of detail in it and how, like, deep it is incredible. And I also think that if I'd played this game in my own time and I had unlimited time, I think that I would have had a different experience with it, like a more positive one. But I did mention this on a video, I can't remember which one it was, but it was a while ago, that like every night I've been recording this game, so I get in from work, get everything sorted out, whatever. The Ben goes to sleep at like 8, half 8, whenever it might be, depending on how he's feeling. And then I come on here and record, and then I'm playing for like 2-3 hours. By the time I've sorted the videos out and stuff for the next day, I'm not going to bed until like 12:30, 1 in the morning, and then I'm up for work the next day and do it all over again. So it has been quite draining for me. It's been a really, it's definitely the hardest game that I've had to consistently get out since I started doing this. Like, this one's been the one that's took the most toll on me and been the most taxing. It's not the game's fault. It's just I don't have all that time in the day. If I had those extra hours and I could have sat and played it and didn't feel like I was going as quickly as I wanted to, like, I would have slowed down a bit and did stuff, but it was literally just the time problem. Like, that's what it was. So that's what I mean by, I think if I'd have played this in my own time and like hadn't uploaded it here, I think I would have had a different experience with it. But saying all that, I still thoroughly enjoyed this game. I think start with probably Henry. Like, what a main character. I loved Henry. I think he's amazing. I think the story was unbelievable. I think it had some really good humour in it. Like, there was some honestly hilarious things that happened during this game. The script was so well written. There were some really, really funny points. But then, on the other end of that, it got very emotional as well. There was some really, really tough things in this game. Like, and I mean, right, it's fresh in the mind, but I'm absolutely devastated about Sam. I really want to go back and load a save up and go and save him, and take him with me. I'm like that. That's how distraught I am about it. I feel awful that I left him there to die, and then for him to have that fate. Oh man, it's absolutely tearing us apart. I'm just trying to think. I do this. I do this all the time. It's off the top of the head. Like, I'm just trying to think here and now. I think the other characters, like all the supporting cast, I can't remember many games that I've played where there's been so many likable characters. So obviously we had Henry, Hans, Godwin, Sam, Zizka, Catherine, Musa, Dry Devil, the rest of the band. Like, there wasn't many bad characters in this game, I don't think. I think the music was really good. Like, it really made me feel immersed into this game at times, and I think it fit the game really well. Like, it was so well suited to this game. They did a great job with the music. You could stand and listen to it, like when you're in a town or something, and it's like a little flute or whatever it is. Like, it just seems it's so right. And then obviously, probably the biggest thing about this game is the realism of it. Now, for me, that went both ways, but on the good side of it, like, even the things like your clothes getting dirty, like, and then people realizing that you were wearing like an item that you'd stolen from them, like they actually recognized it on you and would then go and call the guards. Or like honestly, some of the things is just the level of depth that went into this is just incredible. Like, things like that, it's the little things. Like, you wouldn't miss that, but the fact that it's also been put in this game, like, it just shows how dedicated they've been to this and how much effort went into it. And then, like, on the flip side of that, the negative side of the realism, and you guys already know what I'm going to say, or I think you'll know what I'm going to say because I struggled with it the entire game. The combat, I just could not get on board with it. Every fight just felt so draining. Like, it was so tough. And it takes you about half an hour to knock someone out if you're having a fist fight with them. Like, literally, like, I'm punching and punching and punching. I'm like, why is this guy not going down? It's like I'm fucking fighting Mike Tyson every time I get into a fist fight. Like, it's just unreal. Like, it's so real in that sense that, like, it doesn't matter who you're fighting, it just seems so tough to any, like, skilled warrior that you're fighting against with a sword and shield is such a tough battle. And like I say, I can see where people love that. It's like the brutal nature of every fight you get into. How that can be like a good thing. I do get that, I see that, but for me it was just it was really annoying me, especially when you got outnumbered. There was some really, really awful sequences where I was getting outnumbered by enemies and I just couldn't do anything at all. Like, block, 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 your stamina's all gone, you can't block a hit, it's like an unblockable attack. Get a couple of them on you and you're dead. Enemies are just one hit you sometimes. That fight with Eric, I stood absolutely no chance at that. I gave up on that after about 10 minutes. I was like, nope, we ain't doing this. We'll load the previous save. We're going down a different route. That is the good thing about it, is the fact that as long as you've got the saves, you're not tied to doing that. You can go back and obviously change the course of your quest that you're on, which is a good thing because, like I say, there was some times where I was like, I need to go back here and go down a different route because this is just not working. I think as well, like, the how many ways you could complete quests, and that obviously it is an RPG, so that stuff like that normally happens. But I just think that there's so many ways to do things. Like, I don't know, for example, you needed to get into somewhere, a guard would probably have a key. You go and pickpocket the guard. Or you don't have to do that. You can lockpick the door. Or you don't have to do that. Maybe you can go and talk to someone and persuade them to let you in. Like, there's so many different ways for you to do your objectives, which is obviously a good thing. It gives you that freedom and gives you, like, it makes you feel more immersed in it and that you are actually making these decisions and it is what you say. So, I mean, I can't speak highly enough about how good this game was. One of the only things that I had the glaring issue was obviously the combat, and then I didn't feel like the saving system wasn't great. Like, having to use items to save, unless you cheat like me and you go down here and save and exit to menu, and then you come straight back in. Like, you can essentially save wherever you want by doing that. But I shouldn't really have to do that every time I'm at an area where I'm like, right, I don't want to go through all that again, so I'm going to just pop a save here. If I didn't have a save schnapps on us, then I couldn't do it. And I would have to cheese it and go that way and come straight back in. I don't know, that's just me anyway. And then I think one of the only other things was the length of the quests, but that was really heavily exacerbated by, like, long cutscenes and dialogue. Like, sometimes they would last like nearly 10 minutes and you'd spend like 10 minutes watching a cutscene, or you'd spend 10 minutes talking to somebody, and that would obviously prolong the quest and make them really long. Like, I had I think it was only a few videos ago, but the Italian job one, I'm sure that was nearly 2 hours, just that one quest alone. So, yeah. But like I say, that's another thing about me complaining about it, when that doesn't probably apply to 99% of the people playing this game because they're not recording it and stuff like that. So it's not really a fair criticism, and I can admit that. That's just me twisting from a personal standpoint. But like I say, I'm always honest with you guys. I try and be as honest as I can and as authentic as I can. And if it is frustrating me or if it is causing me issue, then I'm more than willing to let you guys know that and let you in and see it from my perspective. So, yeah, other than all that, I can't really pick any faults with this game. It's one of the best RPGs that I've played. And if they do a third one, I will definitely be playing that, because I can only imagine it being bigger and better than this one, and that's quite a scary thought, because this one was absolutely unreal. I don't think it's a good idea for me to go back and play the first one, because obviously I feel like that would regress so much. Like, from everything I've seen, this has improved so much on the first game that I think I would, if I don't like the combat in this one, what on earth am I going to be like in the first one? That's all I'm going to say. So I don't think it's going to be a good idea for me to go back and play the first game. I think we'll just start at the second one, and then if another one comes out, we'll go from there. But yeah, that's it for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, guys. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I know it's only the second new release that I've played this year, but it's definitely the best game I've played so far this year, and it's probably going to stay that way right until the end of the year. I can see it being like top 3, top 5 at worst. So yeah, that's the end of the series, guys. So I just want to thank you all so much for watching, as I always do at the end of me series is when I'm finished. I really, really appreciate you guys giving me your time, especially when I'm doing stuff like this at the end where I'm just rambling on for 5 or 10 minutes. If you make it through that, you deserve a medal, honestly. Yeah, I'm so grateful for all of you that click on these videos, and if you stay up till this point, well, I'm even more grateful. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So next, finally, I may have started it by now. I don't know. I may wait till this is finished to then start the next one. But we're playing Avowed, and I'm going to try and go into that and not compare it to this, because these similar kinds of games. I don't want to have that recency bias and then all that stuff creeping in and being like, right, this is shit because it's not as good as this and stuff like that. I'm going to just try my best to separate them both and just play it as a brand new game and try and block out all of those thoughts and stuff. So hopefully I'm enjoying that, but I'm sure I will be, because it's Obsidian and they've made some great games in the past that I've played, so I'm going to trust them. But yeah, that's it for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video, subscribing to the channel as well if you're new around here, that'd really help me out a lot. I've made a goal to try and get to 500 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you have made it to this point and you're not subscribed, please do hit that button. Every little helps. See that number get closer and closer to 500. Hopefully we get there by the end of the year. But other than that, guys, I hope wherever you all are, you're having a wonderful day. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.